If you have not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe immediately and even share it with your family and friends, and don't forget to like it.
Hi Aquarius, here's your April 2024 prediction. Be warned, Aquarius, miscommunication is going to be a big theme for you this month. Your words and actions are being misinterpreted, your power is being read as intimidating, people are taking offense where none was intended. Work as hard as you can on communicating clearly, but try to give other people the opportunity to do the same. You'll need to listen this month. As in, actually listen. Drop the defensiveness and hear what others are trying to tell you. This mess will encourage you to ask where that tendency to put a wall up comes from. You'll ask how you can start to take the wall down, brick by brick. Be patient with yourself and lean into this energy of self-realization. As you heal your inner self, you'll want to heal your home life and closest relationships, too. There's been a disconnect there, right? Taurus season is a great time to work on that. This won't be an easy process, but it's well worth it. Not all who wander are lost, and in your case, being divinely rerouted by circumstances beyond your control might be the very thing needed to put you on the fastest route to your destination. Yes, this is probably about any ongoing sagas around your money and housing situation, and yes, that doesn't mutually exclude the inroads you've been taking into deeper relationship with some of your closest kin. The question this April is, which stories merit rewriting, and where can returning to what's familiar put you back in touch with the truth? The majority of this month will be spent revisiting the emails you've been keeping in your drafts, catching up with friends and family members you haven't seen in a while, recalculating your daily commute, and attempting to settle into a new rhythm for your daily routines. From the 1st through the 25th, Mercury is retrograde in Aries, encouraging you to double back to the past in order to find the most direct through lines to efficiency and truth. On the 8th, a solar eclipse lights up the same part of your chart, showing you that the only way forward is through the pain and fear. The Mars-Saturn conjunction happening on the 10th is part of what leads you here, and yes, unfortunately, this will likely involve some sort of financial setback. Does a current lack of cash flow necessitate a pivot around your content strategy? Is a momentary blow to your independence an opportunity to lean into your support network? Will a big hole in your travel budget encourage you to fall in love more deeply with your own backyard? There's a bigger picture here, and it has to do with your deepening connection to family, roots, and home, as an existential condition in a world where the tectonic plates are constantly shifting. The Jupiter-Uranus conjunction on the 20th is the culmination of a longer wisdom process you've been undertaking for the last year, and perhaps you've had to search far and wide for the meaning of something that's quite literally been under your feet this entire time. You're in your own head quite a lot, Aqua, but this month you might find yourself overthinking more than usual. With Mercury retrograde in your 3rd house of the mind and communication, beware of getting in your own way by convincing yourself out of something just because of anxiety. Be extra careful around technology as well. Communication mishaps are more likely to happen during Mercury's backspin. Double-check your texts before pressing send, and hang out with loved ones in person and preferably outside this month. Innovative Aquarius, April boosts community and humanitarian efforts. You feel empowered to make a difference. Support causes aligned with your principles. Just avoid preaching or getting lost in revolutionary fantasies. Make progress through steady, practical efforts and cooperation with others. Your genius for technology, science, and communication shines. Share ideas for improvements that uplift society. Professionally, original concepts get positive responses. Pitch innovative plans, but have the data to back them up. Impress higher-ups with your vision as well as pragmatism. Financially, combine daring with prudence. Don't fund pipe dreams, but do invest in your potential. In romance, balance idealism with realism. Don't fixate on imaginary perfection when a solid relationship is before you. Embrace the delightful surprises and small joys your partner provides. For singles, new love sparks through clubs, conferences, or online communities. Make health a priority, as your busy mind doesn't always remember basic needs like nutrition, sleep, and stress relief. Remind yourself to power down and re-energize. This month the gods are kind towards your health affairs, and good fortune would very likely ensure that no serious health hazard afflicts you this month. Any predisposition to bouts of sudden acute illness, like fever or inflammation, would get relieved, and such troubles would not bother you very much. This, being a favorable month, such relief can be looked forward to. There are grounds, however, to be careful about dental health. Any carelessness in this could create problems with your teeth. Care should also be taken about any bone injury, which, during this month, would be extremely unlikely. Nothing very favorable about your financial prospects, according to the augury, from the stars this month. You would tend to quarrel with your superiors, creating an impasse in your relations with them, which could well result in a serious loss to you. Take care, therefore, to prevent such an eventuality by taking whatever preventive measures you can think of. Speculation would also result in almost certain losses for some of you. It would therefore be a good idea to stay away from gambling of any type. The climate would also not be congenial for making investment or for launching any new ventures. Such plans should as such be shelved for the time being. Not a very favorable augury for your professional prospects this month. You are likely to feel quite secure, and may in all likelihood change your job or at last effect a major change in your operations, whether in business or service. There is also a very high degree of probability that you would get into conflicts with your superiors or seniors. This should be averted, since it can only compound your woes. There would also be a lot of hard work, which would not only, under the circumstances, fail to get you the desired results, but also leave you a deeply dissatisfied person. Try to act with a certain amount of stability and avoid mercurial behavior. This month your educational pursuits are unlikely to have smooth sailing, since the configuration of stars facing you is none too favorable. Most of you would have the drive and motivation required for success. This would deprive your efforts of the essential competitive edge. Therefore, those appearing for any competitive examination should go in for extra coaching. Technical students and students of medicine would have to work much harder than usual to maintain their ranking. Those studying crafts or some technical trades would remain largely unaffected by the adverse spell of circumstances. Further, there is a distinct possibility that all examination results of most of you would be below expectations, to say the least. An excellent month during which you can look forward a good deal of highly profitable travel, since the stars are in mood to bless you. This month you could have a lot of confidence and the guts to take bold decisions. You would travel alone, mostly by rail or by road, with a fair measure of air travel. A foreign visit also cannot be ruled out. Part of these would be related to your job or business, and the rest would be for pleasure and other reasons. You would be eminently successful in all this. Satisfied with your travels, you could also have a pleasant time. The most favorable direction would be east. There is very little to cheer the heart in the augury from the stars this month in so as far as your family welfare is concerned. Mounting expenses could take a heavy toll of your family finances, landing you in a very difficult situation, in fact one in which you might have to resort to heavy followings. Plan your expenses carefully well in advance. This would help in a big way to get out of trouble. The family atmosphere would not remain very pleasant either, and harmony among the members would be nowhere in sight. In such circumstances, as often happens, children would be the worst sufferers. Pay special attention to them. A month during which the affairs of your children would get bogged down in difficulties, since the stellar influences affecting them would be mostly negative. There is a distinct possibility of an injury or some other physical trouble to the wards of all of you. The adventurously inclined and sports people would be particularly vulnerable. Such among your wards should be guided in a manner so that they do not take any risks. Further, there is the likelihood of some serious disputes with servants and such like people. This could assume serious proportions, and therefore, parents should take preventive measures.
Subscribe to Highest Good. Thanks for watching.
To get your daily prediction updates from our team of psychics, subscribe to Highest Good and click on the bell notification and never miss a prediction.